changes there. All right, you know the saying, time is money. And over the past year, 13 Investigates dedicated a lot of time to helping save you money.
That's right. And we also branched out into hidden dangers in your kitchen and warned you about online gaming bullies. Here's a look at some of this year's top consumer alerts.
I just feel so disgusted.
13 Investigates highlighted 2 local homeowners who felt like they'd been duped into a bad home security contract. In both cases, they signed up for Brinks Home Security after a salesperson came to their doors from CRS Services. And both complained there were multiple equipment issues from the start and constant false alarms.
It would just be the wind, the air, and animal, but it would catch everything. So your phone is going off with all these notifications and it's not catching what's important.
I think it went off 67 times in one day. It was ringing at 3 in the morning and nobody was at the door.
When they tried to cancel, they were shocked to learn it was too late. They tried complaining to Brinks, and when that didn't work, they both reached out to 13 Investigates. We called Brinks Home Security, which offered to cancel their contracts.
I feel like finally something was done, and I don't think it would have been resolved had I not contacted you.
I would just be stuck with who knows what was going on if I didn't call Channel 13. It works. It does work when you guys get involved.
I can play with my friends. We laugh all the time. It is a fun game.
Bullies aren't just on playgrounds anymore. They're everywhere in the online gaming world. 15-year-old Josiah knows players can be cruel, especially against new players.
We usually call them noobs. They do get like, oh, you're a noob, stuff like that, because you don't have a skin. Sometimes you get like, people make fun of you if you don't have a skin.
It's more common than you'd like to think.
1 in 2 online gamers has experienced bullying. So it's very high rate that this happens.
Heather Dodo is program manager at Nevada Child Seekers. She says Fortnite and other popular games can harbor a real cutthroat mentality. But bullies aren't your only concern.
You're leaving the door open for predators.
Adults can easily pose as a young player trying to make friends with other kids.
You should always know what your children are doing online.
Dodo says be sure to look for any changes in your child's behavior. It can vary from a loss of appetite to mood swings.
If they start withdrawing from the family a little bit more, if they seem a little bit more isolated, start paying attention, start asking questions. 13
Investigates has exposed hundreds of local restaurants in our weekly Dirty Dining segment. Now we're hitting closer to home, your home. The Health District says you can learn from the pros and from the mistakes we highlight on Dirty Dining.
There are 5 risk factors that we look for in professional kitchens, and you can translate that over to your home environment.
Number 1, Roger says, beware of cross-contamination.
Anytime that you use or you're handling any type of raw product and you're using equipment, before you move on to any other equipment, you should wash and rinse that equipment.
Roger says one major piece of equipment most people forget to wash is their sink.
Most people's kitchen sinks have more germs than their toilets, which is quite remarkable.
Risk factor number 2, personal hygiene. Roger says washing your hands is just as important as washing kitchen equipment. 3 and 4 go hand in hand. Proper holding and cooking temperatures.
For chicken, we want to hit 165. A general rule is our steaks and pork cuts, we want to hit 155, and then fish 145 is safe.
Roger says you should be using a probe thermometer to make sure you're reaching that proper temperature. And risk factor number 5, food from a safe source. Make sure you're buying from a properly licensed business inspected by the Health District. Yeah, so make sure you wash your hands, keep the kitchen sanitized.
Exactly. So many important things just to remember all year long.
This is true.
Yes. Well, don't forget, you can ring in the new year with us.
That's right. 13 Action News will be live from the Strip in downtown Las Vegas. We will help you celebrate with the best live music and fireworks. Watch Vegas 2020 tomorrow, starting at 11 p.m.